Ujin Tinle Dorje, the 17th Gyalwang Karmapa, is head of the Karma Kagyu order of Tibetan Buddhism. Here, in Bodh Gaya, India, the place where the Buddha became enlightened, he performs the dance of enlightened activity. Born to a nomad family in eastern Tibet, the Karmapa made international headlines with his daring midwinter escape from his homeland over the Himalayan mountain range into India at the dawn of the new millennium. His lineage is an ancient one, dating back to the 12th century in Tibet. Uniquely, before he leaves his physical body, each Karmapa leaves a letter detailing the circumstances of his next rebirth. The name Karmapa means literally the one who carries out the activity of a Buddha. The previous, 16th Gyalwang Karmapa, paid several visits to the West in the 1970s. Frequently, he would perform the ceremony of the Black Crown.
When he puts the black crown, he transforms himself into the Buddha of compassion, and it creates various wonders in the people's mind, and they begin to become part of His Holiness's mind.
Before he passed away in 1981, the Karmapa was recognized as one of the great spiritual teachers of his time.
His Holiness, his story to me completely beyond the two. His wisdom, his blessing, his power, his meditation, completely beyond me, just like to sky. I can't explain it.
He established Kamalashila, his center in the small town of Lagenfeld.
The 16 Karmapa left Europe 34 years ago. So if you say the Karmapa as institution was coming back to Europe after 34 years the first time, I think that's fantastic. And you can see here in Kamalashila, people from all over the world are coming to meet the Karmapa here in the West.
we both got more young. I mean,
yes, especially
young, dynamic.
Especially
yes.
I cannot tell you how it felt. Finally, after 4 attempts, we suddenly got the news that his application for the visit to Germany has been approved.
His Holiness the Karmapa, the 17th Karmapa, told us that when he visits any place actually, he wants to share his experience and understandings, the benefits he got from Buddhist studies and understandings to the general public, not only for the Buddhists. And he wanted to present it not too much as a Buddhism, but as a way to transform yourselves, to benefit people through that kind of ancient wisdom. He also wished to discuss not only Buddhism, but he really wants to work with other important kind of issues of the world, like environment, women empowerment, and dialogue between different religions and cultures. So he said that his visit should be a two-way kind of learning process. He wants to learn and he wants to share.
I'm escaped from Tibet. Everybody knows that. Escaped from Tibet when I was 14 years old. It's very difficult to make this decision. And also, it's very dangerous. And it's going to risk your life. I came to India almost 15 years. Again, not easy. Till I reach age of 7, right?
Age of 7.
I'm just like a normal boy. It's in a very remote place in eastern Tibet, very remote.
My parents, they are very, very simple, and they are very devoted to Dhamma. When I think about this, when I was child 10, that is most happiest life. In my family, we have 9 brothers sisters, and everybody stayed together. We never went to school. Everybody stayed together, and we must grow up together. And my older sisters, older brothers, they go up to follow the animal. And me and some sister, they're taking care of young brothers, sisters, And like that, mother working in home, she's working in the home. Then we were so happy. So happy.
Search party came to my hometown. Slowly, they told me, you are the Karmapa, the big Lama. That time I don't know. Actually, in my home, we have 16 Karmapa. The photo of 16 Karmapa. We have strong devotion. I know Karmapa, it's kind of almost like God, Buddha. Then suddenly I become that person. I can't understand actually. Then beginning I thought Karmapa not that easy, not that fun. Maybe people think become a Karmapa it's great, or maybe it's very how to say it's become a Karmapa it's not easy. You become Karmapa, then lots of people come and lots of people expectation, or maybe lots of people there have very kind of rely on me. I have keep this kind of very big aspiration. Even though it's not an easy job, but I'm beginning to like this job because it's meaningful. There is crazy sport.
Ja, warte, schneller.
Oh.
Es wird ungefähr 20 Minuten Pause sein jetzt, genau. 20 Minuten.
Oh, not so happy. I thought it's very happy. If not so happy.
Ein bisschen, mal los. He's speaking a little English. Just learn it and it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Go directly to
Where are you going, yeah? Pretty easy.
Good morning. Good morgen. This is different kind of English, okay? Tibetan English. Tiblish, it's okay. Should try some English? No? No. No.
Yes.
No. Next time. Ji macha balya. Cheva sangbo. Nyamlim sangbo sa cha kala khabushar de yo me abje.
To practice Dharma means to become a better human being, and to become a better human being means that we live our life in that way. The Dharma practice is not outside our life. It is within the way we live our life. So we have the opportunities as a human being. We have these opportunities to become a better human being. And we also have the responsibility to become a better human being.
I think I also have that problem. Kind of pressure or kind of heavy burden, difficulty carrying someone. Why we have this kind of feeling of pressure? I think we lack of love and compassion because we think they are existing of self or I. Nothing wrong about it. But interdependent is somewhat about that. The view, philosophy, way of life.
The way we live our life should be in this experience of understanding that things are interdependent and relative and dependent. My existence is dependent on the environment around me.
Natural environment.
Yeah, natural kind of environment. And so therefore, naturally concern and care for the environment that I'm living becomes clear or strong.
It's very important, not just expecting external sort of Buddhas and the teachers. Maybe we also need to understand we have inner Buddha or inner teacher. That means we need to try, we need to create the opportunity. Or maybe we need to sort of produce the good energy. Not always waiting from outside. I think also it's very important to produce by yourself, because actually you are the Buddha, but not so effective Buddha, but like how to say it, it's Buddha, small Buddha. We all know the human mind is kind of
sometimes we call it monkey mind, monkey. So disturbed, Sumarama. We don't know how to do. Almost that the teacher is become another phase of you. No longer sort of another person. It's kind of part of you, or part of your mind, or part of your heart, you can say.
Generally, the Vajrasattva practice is regarded as the most effective practice to purify. So what we purify is all the negative deeds that we have accumulated from the beginningless time.
We need have sort of clear understanding why we did these kind of negative things. Because we are under the control of the disturbing emotions, negative emotions. Almost like sort of person have this kind of mental illness.
So we take the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas as our witness, and in front of them, then we purify.
Please repeat me. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinoba Tishtandedo Mebawa Sudosho Mebawa Sposho Mebawa Anurakshto Mebawa Savasidim Mebrayats Savagama Suzame Jidam Shiriya Guruhong Haha Haha Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramami Muja Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Hum.
How to live a sort of meaningful life.
we need balance between our emotional level and intelligent level. These days we have lots of material development. We are moving very fast. Then we have the feeling this is kind of, maybe it's kind of difficult. We have the technology and these things, but without have this noble heart or this kind of good heart, humanity, then I think it's to the end become like we are human beings destroying ourselves.
That's a good one. So, okay.
Solinus told me several years ago, when I come to Germany, please can you arrange meetings with other religious leaders, with Christian leaders, especially the Catholic Church. He's deeply interested to find out more, and he's always asking me about different topics. And I said, of course we can do, you should meet them. And there's something behind. When he said sometime, the religion is not that much important than the spirituality. This is what I saw when he met the abbot, when he met the bishops. There's something more than any company or something like this. There's any more than any religion. There's spirituality, and you can see it, the spirituality. How big is the mind of His Holiness? I think really huge, really big. I never heard any bad word. I never heard any wrong thing. I never saw any bad reaction. when there's any problem. I learned from him how to manage, how to handle. And I think this is the result or the sign of a really huge mind and compassion, of course.
157 meters.
Yeah. Next time you go to the top. Maybe next life.
Not next life.
Next slide. Okay.
Guten Morgen. Hallo. Und Radio Teddy macht ja Spaß und schlau. Wir beantworten alle Fragen der Kinder zu Tieren, Technik, Natur und Wissenschaft.
These are not just words. Obama sprach anlässlich der Feierlichkeit von 25 Jahren nach dem ersten freien Wahlen in Polen. Und er erinnerte daran,
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Holiness.
What's the measure for good? Uh-oh, this is just like a little bit. This is a little bit dangerous.
I'm reading my book to Nigeria.
My plan is to push my sister into water. No.
Does she need the life vest? Special brother-sister life.
So what do you think of Germany, Your Holiness?
Germany. Old. Feeling old.
Germany is feeling old.
Yes, it's give me old feeling.
Yeah.
A little bit heavy and a little also, of course. It's very nice feeling.
People are really nice.
Yeah, people are very nice. Street. Up to sort of Second World War, they can sort of really can get up. It's not easy. Maybe this is because the war. People give this sort of, how to say, it's moving. They're off. They're going, yeah? They're moving. What's the river, this river called?
Called Spree.
Okay.
Spree.
Wow, my goodness.
Spree?
It's difficult to pronounce. Spring. There.
Yeah. You would. It's a pleasure.
Oh my goodness.
Be careful with your hat.
I believe there's life after life. Then we believe past life. I think in the past life, one of the past life, I think I have this strong feeling that I can't say I have this very clear memory, but I have a little bit feeling that I've been a sort of European people or something like that. Even though I don't have much knowledge, because European culture and philosophy is so rich, I had this strong feeling, this kind of, you can say love or this kind of affection, deep feeling in my mind, so that I can connect to your European culture and people from my heart.
You trust me or not? I trust you.
Kasih delek.
Ooh, we're waiting here. Nice.
See the big difference between victims coming from Germany and victims coming from Poland. 3 million. One of the victims running away and people burning corpses. So at the 8 most important places of murder in this room. Is that people come here and get questions rather than answers in their heads. They come here and ask, why are these stone blocks there? What do they mean? There's no writing, there's nothing written to say this is the memorial for the merchants of Europe. And that is the idea. People should go through and wonder and ask themselves questions.
To make them all uneven, and when people come here, they feel uncomfortable.
I think this is very personal level. We need to try to we need to understand this, real situation. We can't sleep. Maybe we need to open our eyes to the reality, and we must change our motivation, our everything is interdependent. Food we eat, clothes we wearing, even the air we breathe, and also our body, also interdependent, interconnected. That's why nothing is, really, it's independent. You can, exist independently. That's why I think interdependent is kind of not just philosophy or it's religious matter or just like a viewpoint. It's kind of value. It's kind of living value or life value. You can say that. Then we need to understand. We need to recognize, it's how important, this kind of, this relationship.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
That's a custom. It symbolizes auspicious. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What is the word karma actually? Karma is the old.
Karma is the old.
And Karmapa means man is take the activity of Buddha. That means he need to work hard to benefit sentient beings. That means it's not easy. Yeah.
Dedicate your life to it.
Yeah. Yes. I'm trying my best. Of course, not perfect every time, but I'm trying.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
And yes, I have this personal closeness because we are in the Buddhism, we believe life after life. That's why maybe one of the past life being, Jewish, possible.
I also believe in reincarnation.
Yes.
Yes. Not all rabbis do. I happen to believe it more than in the resurrection from the dead.
Yeah.
I believe more under the principle of energy is not lost in the world, and there is a kinetic and potential energy.
Yeah.
And I do hope that one day we this is very important.
Everybody needs to be like me. See? Yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting to talk with you about happiness because many people would look to you for an answer or an explanation about what is the key to happiness.
Yeah. I think it's difficult to fulfill all the wishes from outside sort of condition. We are always expecting something, if brings something outside things brings us the happiness, but it's difficult. It's our desire for this kind of material things. It's limitless. That's why I think it's difficult to fulfill this way of approach. Maybe we need more sort of different way of approach.
His Holiness always support to women can be ego, especially for the education. And our Buddhist rule is actually there are no different, Buddha already says, and men and women, your higher family, lower family, everybody is same. What is different is your motivation, your behavior. Whoever practices Dhamma, that is okay. Man or woman, everybody is equal.
It's very clear that if we look at any audience of Buddhist students in the West and Europe, it's overwhelmingly female. When he first had the idea to do it, to create a curriculum for the nuns so that they could have rigorous standards of education, equal to what monks are getting, rather than call the high kempos and learned monks to set the agenda for the nuns, he called the nuns and asked them what they needed and had some kempos there to develop the ideas together.
Karmapa is pure and amazing.
For me, maybe there's nothing called a personal life. When I'm alone also, I have to be Karmapa. When I'm with other people also, I have to be Karmapa. So in a way, everything that I have to give it to the Karmapa. There's nothing like personal life.
Freedom.
Personal freedom or personal life.
Choice.
Personal choice. For me, Karmapa is everything. What's your name? I say my Karmapa. What's your job? My job is Karmapa.
Who are you?
Who are you? I am Karmapa. If I can benefit the life of the other beings, then the Karmapa's life has been successful or meaningful.
My Karmapa's life,
My Karmapa's
life is in the Kinzado.
That's my Karmapa's life. And if I couldn't do that, then my Karmapa's life failed. I have to try to reduce the sufferings of others as much as possible and try to increase their well-being as much as possible. That's my life.
How do you see the relationship between religion, spirituality, and culture? And which one has the strongest influence?
Actually, religious practitioners are supposed to be spiritualists. They should have some real experience rather than just have artificial belief or kind of knowledge. But maybe it's to find this, answer is not easy. Maybe people just, the easy way, go the easy way, just believe and then. That's why I think spirituality is more sort of effective than just you have this, religious. You just mainly have this religious belief or faith.
We all think that I exist independently. There's a feeling of I which is self-existing. And we talk about compassion, compassion is that the big part of yourself becomes others. If I, stay here in my own space and then others there in their own space, then the compassion cannot be. You have to go beyond your own space. Right from the beginning, all of us, we have this natural love, natural loving kindness. What we have to do is just to increase that, just to expand that kind of feeling of love, affection, adoration, kindness to all the people. Cruelty or lack of compassion is, I think, one of the worst killers of the world. And then also pollutions, the water pollution, air pollution, all those things are the killers of this world. But one of the most important and tragic killer is that the lack of compassion and kindness in our hearts. And this kindness, compassion is something that's very important for our own development, for our own happiness and survival. It is something that we cannot do without. If we don't have loving kindness, then we would not survive as a good human being.
World killer, just break the jail of selfish.
Because of our own selfishness, of our own self-centeredness, too much of self-centeredness and too much of selfishness, we are in the prison of our own creation. If you ask anybody, maybe in this hall or anybody, whether you want to become a world killer, I'm sure he or she would say, no, I don't want to become a world killer. But sometimes, if we are not careful, without our wanting it, without knowing it, we can become a world killer. For instance, if we are too selfish, if we are too self-centered, if we only care for ourselves, and we don't care for other people, then we have become the world killer.
You have the knowledge, it's not sufficient, not enough. Maybe you need the motivation to change your life, to change your sort of behavior, to change yourself. We already done, lots of damage to the earth. And we are facing lots of, environment challenge, damage, challenge. Then I think if we still going like this, this kind of, greed and consumerism, then I think our next generation will be sort of very difficult, massive problem. It's not just lots of problem. It's kind of, it's a big disaster.
Guru Brahma